The ankle bracelet?
Mm-hmm.
You were in jail?
No, just
When?
this morning.
Oh my god,
early
a
this
nail
morning.
fell off.
No! You're watching the Bare Pantry Show. My name is Barbara, and for over a decade I've been teaching viewers and subscribers how to cook authentic dishes from my home country of Belize and many other delicious dishes from basic ingredients.
You're watching the Bare Pantry Show.
Alright guys, I want to introduce somebody to you. This is Torrance.
Hi.
Torrance is one of Jada's very, very good friends, and she watches the show all the time and she comments all the time, and she wanted to come and have a mukbang with me, and I feel so special because I'm like, I've been cooking since yesterday. Can I just say we made all the desserts yesterday. Jada did the tacos. Me and my husband did these are called panades, or I guess you might know as empanada. And then the garnaches. What else do we have? The tacos, yeah. It just seems like a lot more. It's because we have a lot of different sauces and stuff like that. So we're gonna make like a couple of the tacos and the garnaches first, and then Jada's gonna take like our thumbnail picture, and then we're gonna get into the conversation. So let me tell you what this is. For the panades, one of them is made with fish, and it's tuna that's cooked and on the inside, and then one of them is made with refried beans. So you can have both if you want to try. I think that's the fish one, this is the beans. I just kind of spread it out for us to do the photo shoot. And then for the garnaches, it's kind of like a taco, but you take the hard shell and you put refried beans. Hold on, pause the camera. 10 long years ago, I published my first cookbook of recipes from my home country of Belize. My cooking show, The Bare Pantry Show, was created based on that book. 7 years later, I redid the book, removed some of the recipes that I didn't deem to be authentic enough, and added about 30 brand new recipes that are easy to follow, budget-friendly, authentic, and comes out perfect each time. Matter of fact, it comes out perfect the first time. Get your copy today only from www.barepantryshow.com. Shop safely and securely at www.barepantryshow.com.
Oh my goodness.
We had a joke off camera right after the commercial. Anyways, Jada found the stuff, she's heating it up, and she's here.
Yes, finally, Jada.
Oh my god. I will cut you.
You know I have to talk.
I know, you love to it.
So the garnaches is the hard shell corn tortilla. You spread the refried beans, this sauce right here, and this cheese. And this cheese is called Dutch cheese or Edam cheese. It's all the way from there. And to me, it resembles kind of like Parmesan with its taste and stuff. But it's stronger, right, Jada?
A little bit.
A little bit stronger. So if you like strong cheeses, you might like it. So just, try it first. Don't be shy to tell me if you don't like something specific. That's not offensive to me, because some things are, this is a cultural thing and we're different cultures. And if you like it and go, oh, not that one so much, it's not going to be offensive. All right?
Okay.
So let's make off a couple of the things. I'll make off one of the garnaches so you can see how it's done, right? So this refried beans is made from scratch, and it's red kidney beans. That's what Belizeans eat a lot of.
I never had that before.
Really?
Well, I've had kidney beans, but not like refried.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You probably had it like in a salad, right?
Yeah. Like at Chipotle and stuff.
Yeah. That's good too.
I think at Chipotle it's black beans.
No, they're both.
So that's basic, see? It's like a taco but basic. This is the beans one. This one has refried beans on the inside. You want to put one over here?
Sure.
We're just trying to get you so you can make your plate.
Oh, okay. Good? So that one?
All right.
And then I do want a beans one.
Yeah, we have that, don't worry.
Okay.
All right, so this, guys, we're going to be eating this later. I made cinnamon rolls from scratch, you see? Some of them are like muffins. Here, Jada. And then we made a chocolate cake, the small one, and we wrapped it with Kit Kat and M&M's, but Joshua ate half the darn cake because it only serves 5. All right, so Jada's going to get this out the way. Thank you, baby. So we can make our stuff. All right, so grab anything you need. This right here.
What is that? That's what I want to know.
This is just mayo, relish, and mustard that I always mix up to eat the panades with, because the panades is served with this sauce. If you want that on top, it's onion, cabbage, and some jalapeno. Belizeans do a lot of habanero, but I don't do it because it's too hot for me. So I do jalapeno or serrano. Yeah. So that you put on top of the panades. Okay. So I just do that as a dipping sauce, and I figured maybe you'd want to try it.
I'll try some.
Belizeans are gonna drag us for that, but we don't care. You know, this is we eating what we want to eat, and I made the green salsa from scratch too. Okay. So just put, and if you want to make like Jada has the soft tortilla right here for you to do the taco.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to do it on a hard one, do it whatever you want to do. All right, so we're gonna have Jada move this camera a little bit in. Jada, can you move it in a little bit?
Instagram thing, but we'll do it later. I guess.
Okay.
Give me your phone if you want me to do it, okay?
Because yeah, actually, let's do that real quick. Can we? Or can we? Okay.
Where's your phone?
It's right over there.
That's so cool.
Because I just followed you today on Instagram, so
awesome.
I'll be expecting a follow.
I will. Don't worry. I follow back.
Here, Jada, you can just do a quick little video. Like maybe just do like a few seconds. I'm just gonna say, hey, I'm here with Barbara. We're doing a mukbang, and then you say hello or whatever you want to say.
You want me to do it this way or long ways?
Long ways, and then just kind of like go over the food too.
Okay.
And then just tell me when you're ready. Hi, I'm here with Barbara. We're doing a little mukbang.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be doing this. Jada cooked some of the food. I cooked some of the food. We're ready to chow down.
Yes. We'll see you later.
Yes.
I want to take a bite of this. Okay, I want to ask you, do you mind if I curse? Or do you not like cursing?
You can curse.
I won't curse badly, but
you can curse because when Troyce came, he cursed and it was fine. I would just warn the people.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna warn you guys.
I'll warn them like before this.
Okay.
I'll warn them right at the start. You know, Torrance is gonna curse because we want you to feel comfortable when you come here.
Of course.
Jada, can you get me my gas bill? Yeah. I have stomach trouble.
Oh no, she told me a little bit about that. How is that going?
I'm doing a lot better because I'm making my own green juice.
And then do we have any napkins, babe? Thank you, my love.
One or two?
One, baby. I'm making my own green juice.
Okay.
And I make it with like peppermint tea and ginger and stuff in it.
Oh. And so that helps you with what?
It helps me stay regular. Because I think that's what caused all my problems. Maybe I'm not eating enough vegetables, stuff like that, you know?
Okay, so it's giving you your greens, kind of.
You sure this is that thing? This is Gas-X. It's an enzyme. It's an enzyme. It'll say for gas and bloating. It doesn't have like a name brand. You got me? I'm like, this spells look wrong. But I won't keep this here though.
The salsa is delicious. What'd you put in it?
Which one?
The green one.
It's tomatillo, fresh jalapenos, and I cook it first to make it soft.
Right.
Then I blend it with the seeds and everything inside out. I didn't take the seeds out of the pepper. And then I put it in a skillet with some shortening, salt and pepper. And they say it should really be with lard, but I don't have lard. Who the hell has lard?
Okay, like in Mexican they say manteca.
But that stuff is good though. I've been to a lot of Mexican parties and when they bring out that refried beans that is cooked with lard, I'm like, let me shut my mouth and just eat.
Right. This is delicious though. I love salsas that are not too spicy.
Right.
Just kind of mild, a little kick here and there.
Because I think
really
jalapeno
delicious.
on the spectrum of what they call it, the Scoville scale, is not too hot. You get some that are hot now, but Serrano, oh my God, it's burning on my fingernails still.
Girl, I don't play with the Serrano. I'm like maybe a year or two ago, I was like making salsas.
Don't forget this because Jada gonna kill us.
Who made that? You, Jada?
Oh God.
I made some salsas and I didn't know too much about Serrano being so spicy. Girl, I put like 2 of them in my salsa. It was so spicy. I was like, oh my goodness.
It gets under my nails and all day.
So tell me though, what like made you start your like channel?
I started because I wrote a cookbook. So I wrote a first book. In the first book I was talking just like my life story about how I battled my weight up and down, right? So that got me used to writing. So then I said I want to make a cookbook, but the cookbook doesn't necessarily go with the weight loss. You know what I mean? It's just Belizean food because that's what I knew. And after the book came out, I'm like, I'm gonna sell this to like 50 friends and family, and I'm not gonna sell no more because, you know, how does a self-published author get their stuff sold, right? And so I decided, okay, let's put the videos on YouTube, make some videos for YouTube to show the people how to cook from the book.
Okay, so you're doing like tutorials.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, you know, teach them teach them in the videos, and maybe they would want to buy the book. I would hope they would want to buy the book. And that's how it started. And Joshua was like, my oldest son, right? He's like, Mom, you have to tell people to subscribe. I didn't even know that. I didn't know how to edit. Your friend over there charged me $25 a video to edit.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay, Capricorn.
Okay. You know it, you a Capricorn.
I'm a Capricorn too.
When's your birthday?
January 12th.
Okay. So that's why I got started. I want to ask you, what made you start doing drag? Because I remember when you started and you were like so shy.
It's so hard. Like, I don't even know. A friend of mine, well, actually, my mother was watching RuPaul's Drag Race at the time. She would always love it.
Jada's favorite show.
But for some reason, I never got into it. Like until 2 years ago. And so during the quarantine, you know, when we're all at home, I was like, you know what, let me buy some makeup. I don't even know why I did it, but I just played with it. And I was like, okay, well, like, I don't know. So then I ended up driving to Las Vegas last June. Not this June, but last June. And because I didn't know any local queens or like local bars. And I was too shy to go out to like search for one. So I ended up driving all the way to Las Vegas with 2 friends of mine. To the open stage, so you know you can just go and like do whatever you want. And I said, you know what, I like it. And I just, ever since then, I was, you know.
Do you guys lip sync?
Yes, lip sync.
Okay.
Some sing, but the norm, if you want to call it, are lip syncers. And you know,
is it hard to lip sync? Because I've tried to lip sync before and it doesn't sync up at all.
You have to whisper.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't whisper. I just don't say nothing. Yeah. There's nothing.
Girl, let me tell you. And sometimes you have to enunciate like certain words, because then if you don't enunciate, you won't like add up to the lip sync. So yeah, I mean, it's with practice. You don't come out being the best.
So now, I've never seen your show. So do you dance for your show?
I twirl.
A twirl, okay.
Yeah.
I'm
not a dancer, but I'll do a little spin here and there, a death drop.
No, are all drag queens dudes? Are they all boys?
Yes and no. Recently, a lot of women are starting to do drag. Women who are like non-binary, or you know, all those other you know, names, labels, yeah. But normally it's men, but a lot of women have been experiencing with
the
it.
Women that are doing drag, do they look more like guys? Are they more masculine?
Okay, so there's drag kings and drag queens.
Okay.
The kings are the women who are doing male
dressed up as
impersonating.
a dude. Oh,
yes.
Dang. Okay.
And a lot of those ones are transgender, you know, female to male. So that's why they practice that. And same thing for us men. A lot of men who do drag end up, not all of them, but some of them end up being transgender like that, so they find themselves. And I mean, it's just, drag is so diverse and so open. Like, it's crazy how many how many different styles there are. Like, it's really crazy, and I like it. It's kind of like our personalities. We all have a different personality, and same thing with drag. Everybody has their own little type of drag persona.
So do you find oh yeah, meat pies, I'm so sorry. And do you ever bring me more tissue? Goodness, we have so much food. I forgot meat pie. I know it felt kind of empty.
What's that?
It was already heated up, Jada.
They're kind of cold already.
Okay.
What's meat pies?
It's pie dough. Like in a cupcake tin.
Okay.
And we do ground beef. That's.
Oh, I'm excited for that. I'm so excited. Girl, I've been starving all damn day. All motherfucking day. I'm gonna start a beer with you too, though.
I love people who curse because I curse too. I just don't try to curse like on my show. But when guests come here, you get to be you. I already said that.
Thank you.
Let me get some of that meat from you.
Oh, let me hand it to you, baby.
Thank you. So, Torrance was at Jada's gig the other night.
Yeah.
What did you think?
You know, it was very fun. I love her setup there. And especially...
Did you go on the patio and hear her voice wafting?
No, but I noticed a lot of people, Jada, were coming from the patio to tip her. And I didn't even know, like, they were even paying attention or could hear. So that was pretty neat. But it was fun. What about you? Did you enjoy it?
Oh yeah, I like walking up to the establishment and listening to her. Like, it just floats. And I'm always lucky that when I walk up, she's doing creep. And I was like, wait, just stop. Joshua went with us that night. It's so
This is delicious.
So nice. You like the meat pie?
Yes. So you have Jada, Joshua, and Jory. Okay, and that's it? Okay.
2 boys and a girl. Jada's the baby.
Jada's the little baby.
And that was enough. I think I wanted 4 kids, but I had a miscarriage before Jada. It was pretty early on. And when I got pregnant with Jada, I'm done. That's not chances no more. I'm done.
Well, Jada's like ×2 though. You know I was gonna say that now.
You said it. I didn't. She's got that personality. She's like my mom. They're very social creatures. They're a bright light everywhere they go. And so they develop a lot of enemies along the way because it's like, how dare you shine so bright?
It is what it is, right? Close sip this. What is this, vodka and what else?
Did you want a splash?
Good.
Jada, your taco is so good.
Thank you.
Delicious. It's been worth the wait, let me tell you. So how was your week so far, though? Oh, it's Friday. Oh my God.
We had a horrible week. But you're here now, so all that stuff went away. You know about the little boy across the street?
Yeah.
That he did end up passing.
So sad.
And we had car issues, but that's fixed.
I know that one.
All I can do now is pray for the parents, you know. We've already prayed so much for him.
Yes.
He's good now, you know. And then, of course, the Queen died. What's that look?
I was just no, because I woke up and all over my Instagram was like, the Queen is dead, the Queen is dead. I'm like, oh my goodness.
When I woke up at 7:15 in the morning, and Joe showed me on the TV that it says that they were troubled about her health. And I told Joe, I said, she already gone. And so when they were rushing to be by her side, I think she was already gone. I think when the maid turned back the covers that morning, she was gone. That's my thinking. I don't know this to be fact, okay?
That's crazy. 96 years old she was. Imagine being to live that old.
That's what money will do for you. You have good health.
I guess so. You have any plans for the weekend?
No. I'm going to edit this. And this doesn't take a lot of editing. I do have to cut out when Joe was misbehaving.
Of course.
Wow. We have to leave her a big tip.
I know, huh? I'm gonna leave her a tip and say thank you so much.
I'm gonna leave you a $2 tip.
Oh, okay, $2. She's balling. So your channel, you started it when?
October 23rd, 2011.
Oh, okay.
I made the channel name May 2011, but I was working on that book. And then the book came out in September, so then I uploaded the first video in October. So now, when the kids were growing up, we always had a video camera. Like the camcorders, you know, started with the big one on the shoulder and then go lower and lower, go smaller and smaller. But at the time that I wanted to start a video, I did not have a camera. I just went through a few years where I just didn't buy one. You know, it's like, whatever, we're busy. Kids are big now, whatever. We had snap cameras, but not the video. So I needed money to go buy one. Remember when gold was the thing, when they were selling gold? So I went to the swap meet with an ankle bracelet that was broken too many times that I couldn't put it back together.
An ankle bracelet? You were in jail?
No, just...
Girl, I thought you were on house arrest.
You're funny.
I was gonna say, dang, I'm
like a toe ring and an ankle ring. Oh my God, you're funny. So I sold it because back then gold was like $35 a gram, $1,800 per troy ounce, and remember people were selling their gold and stuff, and people were buying it. So I went to the swap meet because other places, the jewelry store and stuff, they used to, you know, not want to pay you a lot on it. So I sold it and got enough money to buy my first little camera from Kmart. It was $189 for the camera. And the girl that sold me the camera, she said, what are you going to go do with it? Because I told her I wanted to do YouTube. So on the camera it says for YouTube. But I think it's because you could have uploaded the stuff straight from the camera to YouTube, but without editing. You know, so I had to learn how to edit. So the girl says, what's the name of your channel? I go, I don't know. And I said, but I know I made one, right? And I said, when I go home and find it, I'll come back and give you the information. So she says, I'll subscribe. So my sister reminded me because she helped me name it, because at first I wanted to name it the Bear Cupboard Show, because where we're from in Belize, a pantry is known as a cupboard because it's, you know, British, whatever. And so she says, nobody's going to know what the hell a cupboard is. You know, say pantry. And the reason I picked that name is because of that old nursery rhyme. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to fetch her poor doggy a bone. Because the cupboard was always bare when I went in there. Because it's like, you know, when you own your own business, because we had a bottle printing business, it's either feast or famine. You know what I mean? So a lot of times I came home and all we had was like a can of the tomato sauce, and we had some corn tortillas. And of course, every food bank will give you beans. Yeah. So we just make a lot of time it was pinto beans that they gave you. We just cooked the beans, refried it, made the sauce, did that, and then we'd get Parmesan cheese sometimes from the packet from what you get at Costco, you know, and the pizza stuff. And that's how we made do. So that's why I named it the Bear Pantry Show. So I looked it up, went back and told her, but somebody had already subscribed. And that lady turned out to be the wife of one of my best friends that I went to school with in Belize, high school and stuff. Oh, wow. No. My best friend's brother. I skipped the whole thing in there. Oh, my best friend's brother's wife. So her sister-in-law. I think I skipped the whole thing in there. Sister-in-law. Yeah, my best friend's sister-in-law. And she was my first subscriber. Later on, right before my mom passed, she passed from the same thing my mom passed from. And I never forgot that she was my first subscriber. And I'm like so sad that she wasn't here to see me reach that goal. See, I'm such a show off about that. I hit my 100K.
Yeah. Trust the process and keep continuing. Right,
right. So I know you work a regular job. And you do the drag thing on the side. Do you want that to be like your main thing? The drag shows?
I would love it. I would love to just do drag and to have that flexibility of, you know, I feel like, you know, every job, whatever, if it's at the bottom or at the top, you know, we like are living there. And I'm so tired of, like, I'm barely 26-year-old, but I'm so tired of living there. And I think drag, yes, you know, I have a lot of friends who do it, and it's very tiresome because it's not an easy thing. Like,
it's just like this with YouTube. It's not easy, but I love doing it.
Right. So I think, you know, I still need to perfect a lot of my craft, like, you know, just keep progressing, and when it's time, I'll know when it's time, and I'll eventually be there if it's meant to be. But I feel like I, you know, did this for a reason, and every time when I go on that stage, like, I feel like I progress little by little.
That's awesome.
We'll see what.
So you're the same age as Jada. She's gonna be 26 before you, right? Because she's December, you're January. Yeah. I mean 27.
27.
I'm glad that you've already figured that out, that a 9-to-5 job or even a salary type job, that's all you're ever going to be is on the job. To be self-employed is a whole lot better. And to be self-employed is something that you enjoy. You know what I mean?
See, and I didn't even think of that, of calling drag self-employment, which it really is. But I never even thought of it as self-employed. And just like you, self-employed.
In the future, when the time is right, you should at least do like a sole proprietorship. I don't have an LLC yet. This is because I don't make a whole ton of money, right? A lot of YouTubers have LLCs because they make like $40,000 on one video, $10,000 on the next video. They make a lot of money. But that's on the thing for me to do, like an LLC eventually. So at least a sole proprietorship, when you name the fictitious business name. And I was telling Jada, put something like marketing in the title, because my dad started off with his company called Bluefield Production, because he did photography. And go do weddings, videotape weddings, stuff like that, right? And then later on he went into groceries. He wanted to sell groceries. And now he would have to go and do a whole new fictitious business title, a fictitious business name, because production doesn't have anything to do with food. So what he did, he just dropped the production and said products, Bluefield products.
Oh, okay.
Right? And that's when he realized he should have really do something with the word marketing in it, because you can change anytime what you want to do. Let's say you're doing drag and you call your thing Torrance blah 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 marketing, right? Later on, let's say you don't want to do drag and you want to do some other type of business. Let's say you want to get into cannabis or whatever. It's still marketing. You know, marketing goes with everything in the title, so you don't have to worry about changing the name again. You know what I mean? You can still keep the name going. So that's why my stuff is called Bare Pantry Show Marketing. Because I sell books, I do YouTube, I do Amazon, the influencer videos.
You do a lot of stuff, girl.
What was I opening again the other day, Jada? Something I was opening. It's Amazon, Facebook, YouTube. It was something else I was opening. Oh, I wanted to start doing like those low content books on Amazon. You know what those are?
No.
You know, like how you buy a coloring book for the kids, and inside it's just like the picture for them to color or whatever, right? You can like do those graphics, just drag and drop, make it into a book, and you can sell it on Amazon. Like one of them that I saw was a music book. It had all the music. What's the thing called, Jada? Staff? The staff on the outside. Inside it was just the lines for you to write the music. Notebooks, stuff like that. So I wanted to do that because it's another stream of income. It's called
KDP. You gotta hustle everywhere, every way.
But coming back to the Queen of England, I didn't realize people hated her so much.
My roommate, she was telling me like the same thing basically, and I never knew that either.
I know I didn't like her when she messed up Diana, right? When I think she was unfair to Diana. But then I've softened towards her throughout the years. And I think it's because I feel like she really liked Meghan. I'm sure it's going. But a lot of people are into this, the savagery of what England did to the colonies. How they colonized everybody, yada yada. I feel like a lot of people are going to leave the colony. When it's Belize is in the colony still. We're independent but in the colony. But I feel like Australia might be the first one to leave, and then Canada. And maybe some of those countries in Africa. What do you think, Jay?
Yeah, that's like the meme going around right now.
You see when they say all the colonies and they have the hand like this?
Are gonna like dip, so you know.
But why though?
Because I think you have to give them money. Jada, don't you have to give them money if you belong to the colony?
No.
Huh?
Well, it's like us paying taxes to live
it's
here.
like
We gotta
HOA,
fucking pay
right?
them.
Isn't it like HOA?
HOA fees?
You guys tell us if that's true. Because I came from Belize and we're part of the colony, but I don't know a lot about the history anymore because I've been here 40-something years. So if a country belongs to the colony and England offers protection to that country, because that's what England offers Belize protection from Guatemala, what do they get from Belize? Do they get the wood and the oil and all the blessings that country has?
No, it's probably like a tax. Maybe they split the taxes.
Something, right?
Oh, no,
Something.
One, you know, maybe Australia gets a tax and then England gets a tax. Let's say, you know, let's say it's $10, right? England gets 5, Australia gets 5. Maybe it's like that or something in that sense. I don't know.
I know when you went to England, And you were in that one building with all the pretty wood. Somebody came, I think it's Brenda, commented that all that wood came from Belize. So I think they take a lot of the resources the country has.
That sounds about right.
And I think that's why these countries are sick of it.
But don't we do that with oil? There you go.
There you go, girl.
Girl, I'm only telling you what I see on Twitter.
Oh.
Irish Twitter is dragging this queen by her baby hairs. You see that?
You know,
kettle black. That's what it really
That's
is.
fine with them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got too much shit to worry about.
A friend of mine that I know, he hates colonizer. He said, the queen is dead. Long live all other indigenous people. That was funny though.
Oh my god, I was telling my mom about your show. And she's excited to watch this.
Oh, what's her name?
Her name is Christine.
Hi, Christine. How are you? Maybe next time you can come.
We don't get her on this camera. We do not.
She's a Libra like Dad.
Oh, she's gonna take on the whole show.
No, she's a girl Libra though. I think they're a little bit better. Your face, that's your mama.
Well, her and my niece are both Libras, and they're too goddamn much.
Is she proud of you?
Yes, my mom. Well, my mom and my sister I love so much. They both always are at my shows when it's local. Even when I first started in Victorville, a lot of my family went to my first show, and mind you, they live all the way in India. So they drove from India all the way out to Hesperia.
It's so nice.
But yes, my mom is like my number one, even in high school. Like
I like her
I love
already.
her so much.
Because you see how we are with Jada, right?
Yes.
We try not to be like overpowering. That's why we don't go like at the start of the show. We went the first night because nobody else was gonna go, and then it ended up where her little student that she teaches came with a friend, and so we got there like an hour into the act because it's 2 hours, right? And stayed the whole time and rooted her on. And I always take a tip because I'm not gonna expect people to give my daughter a tip and I don't give her a tip. You know what I mean? And
Girl, you
after that we go
tip her.
towards the end, so we could give her room to breathe. You know, she's got people going now, her little entourage. So we go towards the end just to see what we did, right? We packed up the equipment and we left her with her friends. We're not gonna stay there and hover, but at least she can not have to worry about the equipment and all the wires and everything that go missing.
I know, that was so sweet of you. And I'm trying to go as much as I can, but like I almost wasn't gonna be able to make it, but I was able to be to like switch around my work schedule, which I'm so happy for because she's always at my show, so I gotta get back, you know.
Are you the one that works at the bag place?
I used to work there. That was like a few months ago, and now I'm at another retailer as a manager.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad that you see that you need to do you.
I do. It's so, you know, these like corporate jobs and all that stuff from the top to the bottom, like it's just crazy how much we have to like live there and, you know, deal with bullshit. And I'm being real. I'm being honest. I mean, bullshit is everywhere, but
did Jada tell you about the job that she quit in one night?
Where Jada?
At a factory, right?
Yeah, it was like one of those warehouses where you like pack medical supplies or stuff.
Oh shit!
I did one day. And
she did one shift.
One shift. And I didn't even want to stay the whole shift.
I feel like I had a job like that too, but I forget.
And the boss said, Jada says, I'm done after the shift, okay? The shift started like at 4 in the morning. And he goes, what? But you work so good, why?
Damn. Because you know your worth, that's why.
We had a factory. So of course our kids are gonna know how to work at a factory, right? But they also know how I felt in there. I felt like I was drowning. And I'm like, that's why one day I looked at Joe going, I want to write books. I'm not made for this. I said, if I were married to you and you were like a wrestler, why I wouldn't be on the job with you, right? Why am I on this job with you? I hate this job and I used to bitch.
Really? Well, I understand.
And he says, well, go write then. Write your book. And so I started to write. So that's what I really wanted to do, was write books. But I'm self-taught at writing the books and stuff like that, and I think I'm doing a good job doing the cookbooks, right? But eventually I want to branch out into other types of books too. Like I want to write my mom's life story. My mom, I feel like everybody needs to write a book about themselves, and because that's like your manual that you're giving people for when you're alive, and then when you're gone they know about you, right? Because like right now I'm keeping the memory of the family members alive, and it's only me and like my Uncle Roger that's keeping everybody's memory alive. And I passed some of the stuff to Jada, like about my aunt that I'm named after, because she passed away in 1959 when she was only 6 years old. And so everything that we know, the family knows about her now, is what my mom told me, and then what I've told Jada. And hopefully Jada will keep her alive, you know, long after I'm gone. But we need to write this book. You know, my mom was writing, my mom's so funny. She was writing a book, and she gave me the book, and she says, here, be my ghostwriter. Torrance, I kid you not, all she had in there were like lines going, the hoo-hoo lady, our house on such and such a street, blah blah. So she was just like taking notes. It wasn't like really telling me nothing. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna come one day and sit with you, and you tell me the story that goes with these lines,
so you can organize it,
right? So I can start jotting down notes to know what story you want to tell, because sometimes you don't want to tell the whole truth in the story, right? This woman dragged her stuff away from me and said, you're no longer my ghostwriter. And then a few days later on TV, on one of the talk shows, a ghostwriter came on, and when Ellen or whoever asked, how much do you charge to ghostwrite? And he said $100,000. My mom called me because whenever she wanted to mess with me, because my name is Barbara, but they call me Babsy, right?
Okay.
And she said, Babsy? That's when she wanted to mess with me. I'm like, huh, what happened? And she goes, can you be my ghostwriter again? I said, what happened now? He goes, it's $100,000 to hire a professional ghostwriter. Yeah.
All of a sudden, huh?
He just heat up like one each of that thing, baby. Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden.
So I didn't know that she continued doing it after she got better from the cancer, because she had, the cancer started in 2012 and she had 3 good years of no cancer. So I thought she had thrown that book in the trash, right? She continued. And on the book cover, she has 3 titles that she was toying with. And one of them just like made me cry the minute I read it. I'm not going to say it on here because somebody might steal the goddamn title and make a book.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you after though.
Okay, yeah, tell me.
And I was like, oh my God. That's what the book is supposed to be called. So I have to name everything. It's just a matter of writing it. But the company that I use for my cookbooks, they have another branch that does those type of books, but you have to have the book formatted already. I don't know how to do any of that, so I want to try to learn how to do it through Amazon, like the KDP or whatever. Okay. And use their app or whatever you have to use, the EPUB or whatever you have to use to do it. But like with anything, Justin, I never can find people that would, sorry, Torrance. Like with anything, I can never find people that can help me with stuff, but I sure do give a lot of information. A friend of mine's like, shut up, you're giving too much information, shut up.
Girl, I know that one. Oh, excuse me. But
I like how you do the makeup too.
Girl,
but you learn to put on like the eyelashes and all that stuff. I'm a girl, I can't do that stuff.
Girl, it's a process. I'll show you my first time I was in drag. I did not look like this, and I swore I looked so beautiful, but
I like the dress.
Thank you. I love those salsas though. And that guacamole was delicious.
Thank you, baby.
It had serrano actually.
Jada, pass the thing for you, girl. Didn't you soak it in the lemon or something? She soaks it. I'm gonna set this right here for when you're ready, okay, babe?
Anything else you want me to?
Thank you, waitress.
You're welcome.
Thank you, waitress. Jada's gonna get you.
She already does.
I always do.
Well, she tries to.
That's what you think.
Does she get you when you're not looking?
No. I probably just give you the most evil.
I'll snatch you off.
I have RBF, so I need to start smiling more.
What's RBF?
Resting bitch face.
I do too.
You do?
That's why when you see me do my videos and I'm gonna go from one clip to the next, I smile. Like, I'll be right back. I smile. Because if I don't, they're gonna go, that bitch is miserable.
I'll be back.
That's where they're going. I'll be right back and smile. So I taught this person, this older lady, to do that because she wanted to do YouTube, right? Super older, like 79, 80, 81, somewhere there.
Oh shit.
But she started when I started 10 years ago. And I taught her that when you're going to end every clip, just smile, because it's easier to edit in and out of a smile than a mad looking face.
Okay.
She does this. Like Jim Carrey in that crazy movie. Like, I was like,
oh my god.
Whenever I watch her videos, I die. And I'm like, not like that.
This was so much fun though.
Mm-hmm.
I've never done this before. That's why I was kind of nervous.
You're gonna have to come back again. We did the finger food type stuff because you do
It's
drag,
easier,
and it's
though.
always like a buffet for the drag shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you come again, we can do like staple type of Belizean foods like stewed chicken, rice and beans, potato salad, stuffing, oxtail, stuff like that.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Let me ask. Do you want to come back and eat an alligator with me?
Well, I thought we were supposed to do that today because she did tell me that, Jada. But
So
yeah,
that
I would
will
love
be
to.
your second visit back.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do as soon as the weather's cooling down right now, because you have to cook it for like 10 hours in the oven on low.
Oh shit.
I couldn't do that in the heat wave that we've been having, right?
I
I've
know.
also heard you can cook it on the barbecue grill. So we're gonna look into all of that, and I'll tell you what day we'll cook it, and it'll be me, you, Jada, and Josh.
Okay.
So we'll have to
Oh, that'd
get
be
us set up
fun.
another table or something, right,
That'd be
Jay?
fun, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared though. I hope it don't
Me
bite
too.
me. I hope it doesn't bite me.
Imagine.
You know, you could chop it up and make nuggets, but the friend that gave it to me,
Mm-hmm.
he says if you eat that, your channel's gonna take off. He ate it 3 times on his channel, so he must know.
Oh, girl, I need to come there.
Things curled like this, Torrance, with his mullet. I'm like, oh god!
How big is the gator gonna be?
It's
Is it
big-ish.
a gator or an alligator?
The gator
There's a
bigger?
difference,
The gator
yeah.
bigger?
That's a gator. Yeah, it's big.
Mama,
It's big, right,
there's a
Jada?
gator in the house.
It's a gator.
It's big, right?
Yeah,
It's gonna take up this whole table.
It's like this big.
God.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah, it was heavy when it came. It's in the deep freezer right now.
Oh, you have it already?
Yes, it's here.
Oh, girl. We're gonna lock that shit up. I wanna try some of your cinnamon roll.
It's in the deep freeze. So we gotta thaw it out,
A deep
season it up.
freezer? Shit.
They already took the guts out and the brains and all that stuff. So it's just the
Who
shell.
did that?
Whoever
Oh, okay.
in Louisiana, wherever they bought it
okay.
from.
Oh, this shit's
So-
hot.
The guy that gave it to me is a YouTuber and came to eat with me before.
Where is he from?
He's originally from Miami. His parents are Haitian born,
Oh my god.
and he was born in Miami, and then he moved to California in the pandemic. And I watched him. Me and Jada both watched him, but we didn't know, right, Jada?
He came to your show.
Remember Jada brought a
Oh,
friend to the
this
show?
shit is so good.
Remember the one with the little
He
hat?
wears a little hat.
I think we came to your show one time.
At Mary's?
Mm-hmm.
When you were sitting with him?
Mhm.
Him, yeah. Remember.
And me and Jada both watched him, but didn't know because he's young. He's young. And
Oh yeah, he's
when
very
he was,
young.
and he started when he was like 15 doing YouTube. But what I like with him is because he was trashing his family, and I wish that I could do that.
Girl, I could
would
not
have-
do that.
I would have a lot of
Let
content.
me tell you, as soon as I'm
With a
done
lot of
trashing
enemies.
my family, I will go to my car and they'll be out there ready to beat my ass. Right, mama? But
I don't
this
know what
shit
they
is
were
so
doing to him.
good.
This is good, right?
Oh my god.
Thank you for heating it up, baby.
Yes, thank you, because it hits different.
Mm-hmm. And so, I like what he was talking about. And I don't watch everything he does because some of his topics I don't happen to agree with his opinion on it.
Okay.
But that's okay. Because there's a lot of other stuff I can watch on his page that I do agree with. You know what I mean? So, but I like him, and he's come up a couple of times after he came to eat with me. And he gave me that for a birthday / 100K gift. And he says, do it, because if you do it, you're going to see that your channel is going to take off. And I said, okay. Because somebody else had told me to eat like weird stuff, but I'm not into that weird
Girl,
stuff.
I'm not trying to get killed. Eat something and it killed me. I'm trying to think of what other stuff you can do.
You know, there's a chef in Australia. One Pot Chef is a show. And in Australia, they eat kangaroo. It's not-
Kangaroo?
You know, there's a lot over there, right?
Right.
They do eat it, but he said he would never eat that on camera because the viewers would like really turn against him because they're like, you eating the kangaroo? He goes, there's so many of them here. If we don't eat them, they're gonna eat us. You know?
Shit, and those things are mean.
I know they have that thing on their foot, right?
Fight.
Mm-hmm.
They box you.
They box. Don't they have that? That talon thing?
Yeah, they have like a mean talon that like, you like slit your foot.
On their foot, right?
Yeah, and they use their tail as like another leg to push back on.
They'll slice your ass out.
Yeah. Yeah, they're mean. You know what's mean too? Zebras. Zebras are mean.
Really?
They're like from the horse family, but they're crazy. I think they have demons in them.
Really?
This one pastor used to own some, and he says, you know, there's a story in the Bible where this demon named Legion, which is a whole bunch of them, came out of this one person and jumped into the pigs or whatever that were watering. That's why they say don't eat pig. And he says, I swear, don't? That's what Christian like fanatics said, don't eat pig. And that's that story, right? The man said he swears the demon Legion came out and went into the zebras because the zebras are crazy.
Shit, they probably did.
So did you see what we did with the chocolate cake? How we put Kit Kat and M&M's?
I love the cake. So
that's for people who don't know how to decorate, like me. Jada knows how to decorate real well.
Does she really?
She worked at a whole bakery for like a year.
Oh yeah, I know where. I'm gonna say it.
You can say it.
You can say it.
I'm gonna.
Food or less. Jada used to love when the people came in with the long names of the children's, not John or Joe, right? Or what? Give me another short name. You know, Jada. Jada. That's a
Yeah,
short name.
Jada's a short name.
They come with these long names, and they'll come with their full Mexican name. Jose Luis Marco Antonio.
The 3rd, the 5th, the 7th. Those motherfuckers have long ass names.
All of them named Jose. It's for real though. All the dudes in Mexico are named Jose. All the girls are named Maria. You never noticed that, right?
You're not lying though. You're not lying. And you guys can't talk no shit on there either because it's the truth.
It has to do with Joseph and Mary. I think that's why they picked that as the first name. But they can't call everybody Maria and Jose because they're not going to differentiate people, so they give them like Maria Elena.
Yeah, Maria
Jose
Elena
Luis Marco
Vargas.
Antonio. And they have all these names going in there. You know?
Girl, I know.
So whenever they meet my Joe, it's always a Jose, right? He goes, oh, my name Jose. He goes, my name Jose too. Is that your background? Mexican? Cool. Mommy was born here?
Yes, all my family was born here. Well, my grandparents were born in Texas.
Wow. My parents were born in Belize, and me and Joe were both born in Belize. Only our kids were born here. They're first generation.
Wait a minute, but how was it when you transitioned from there to here? Was it a big transition?
Like a culture shock?
Yeah, was it?
We went from Belize to Miami first, so cultural wise it was kind of similar because it's kind of like the same weather. There's a lot of Belizeans there in Miami because it's so close, so a lot of them went there. But when it was time for us to go to school, we couldn't get into school because we didn't have our papers. And so, because you come, they give you a certain time to stay and then it expires, right? So we had to go to school in white people town, and that was a culture shock for me because they turn their nose up at you. And I was only friends with this one girl, a French Canadian girl, because we were like the outcasts in the school, So we stayed there 10 months, and then we were gonna live in San Antonio, Texas. But after we got there, after a month, my dad couldn't really find work. So my mom had another sister, because there was a sister there. Another sister was here in California, and she says, come, we have a lot of work for my mom to take care of old people. We came, my mom slipped right into a job. My dad had to have surgery for kidney stones. So it was major surgery where they had to cut him open, whatever. After he recovered, then he was working as a bouncer for a friend's club. You know, a friend of his.
At Club Kids.
Mm-hmm. Then he started working for like Montgomery Ward. I don't think you guys know that story. It's been long gone.
I don't know.
You guys are too young. And then he had applied for a job with the phone company, and back then it was Pacific Bell, not AT&T, but it's still the same company, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he got the job, and that's what he started to do. So then my mom could stay home at that point, because then my mom got pregnant with her fourth child, because the first three were born in Belize. My older brother, me, and my sister. My older brother was born here in '84, so my mom stayed home and took care of him and took care of the household, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your little brother.
What did I say?
Older.
No, I think she said her younger.
You said my.
I said my older brother, me, and Tracy were born in
And then you
Belize.
said older brother again.
Oh, okay. Sorry, baby. They know what I'm saying. My baby brother, he's 18 years younger than me. 18 years younger. So that's what we landed in California.
18 years?
Mm-hmm.
My sister and I are 13 years apart.
So it's a big thing, right?
It is.
She's older or younger?
She's older, way older.
Okay.
We have the same birthday.
Yeah, they do.
Your sister and you? A lot of people are having her birthday. You notice that?
Yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm. Torrance is a Capricorn too, guys.
Mm-hmm. A hard-working Capricorn.
Mm-hmm.
But
I know you're gonna make it because you already grasp it. Some people your age don't grasp that working for the man don't work.
You know, I don't want to be like a damn robot. You know what I mean? That's
You
what it
see
is.
You know what? I notice sometimes when I get really angry and depressed at the same time, you'll see like an older Mexican man, and this could be from any other foreign country.
Right.
I'm just saying that because this is what I've noticed. And they'll work like at McDonald's their entire life, and they work hard. They might be the one that's the janitor cleaning up the place and opening up and closing up and whatever. Maybe they're inside working, whatever. But not the people who are doing the paperwork, not like the HR and so on.
Oh yeah, no.
They're the workers.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't miss a day for sickness. They miss their daughter's wedding because they couldn't get a day off. They miss graduations.
Mm-hmm.
They miss everything because they show up and they're on time and get the job done. And then when the career is over and they're old, they give them a stupid watch. You know, it's not even a Movado. You know what I mean? It's a stupid like $99 watch.
Yeah.
It's not like a $600 Movado.
Yeah.
And they tell them, thank you for all this wonderful service you did for us and goodbye. And that breaks my heart to see that man did all that work for so long, missed out on so much of his life just for that.
Yeah,
It's like,
I know.
no.
Same thing with me. In 2020, I was working at Ross at the time as a manager, and I missed so many, family events and everything, you name it. But also, like, that's also my fault because I love to work. Like, I become a workaholic sometimes. But during 2020, my family caught COVID, so my uncle, my mother who was taking care of my grandmother at the time, and then my grandpa who lived all in the same household, and so I had to go and help take care of them. And I remember my boss being like, "Where are you?" Like texting me like, "When are you coming back?" and blah blah blah. And I'm like, girl, I'm over here helping my family who are in need. And then I eventually got COVID, so I had to
we were having so much fun, the battery died. Okay, so Torrance was telling us that his entire family had gotten COVID in 2020. No, that's pre-vaccines.
Yes, that was pre-vaccine.
Everybody made it?
No. But
Who didn't make it, Granny?
and my grandmother,
Oh,
yes.
I'm
yes,
so sorry to hear that.
yes.
So you had to take time off.
Well, yeah, I was
From
taking
work?
care of them,
Uh-huh.
and my boss was like texting me saying like, "When are you coming back?" X, Y, and Z, and I'm like, there's no time frame, and at the time I didn't know,
Quarantine back in those days used to be like 21 days, right?
yeah.
Yeah, it was a long quarantine.
It was a long quarantine, but even then, being exposed, you still had a quarantine at the time. So, yeah, I'm at this point with these jobs. I'm so tired of them. I'm gonna do as much as I can, but eventually, I want to become self-employed with my drag.
Yeah.
So,
I can see you doing it. Because from when you started and how you were shy and you're getting into all the shows now and stuff like that.
I'm very more comfortable with it, and I'm uncomfortable with what type of drag I am. So I'm excited for it.
So there's different types of drags before we.
Yeah, you know, there's all different types. There's a look queen who just looks pretty. There's a dancing diva. You know, she's gonna come out and dance
and do the splits and everything.
Yeah, the splits and all that crazy shit. They have spooky queens. They have queens that are bearded. Like I said, drag is so diverse.
What's your type of queen? What's the name of it?
I don't know. I feel like
a little femme. The femme fatale.
Yeah, it's a little fish moment.
Yeah,
a little fish.
Yeah, because you have like a cute little face, you know. It's not spooky.
Yeah.
So I know it's not.
I don't know. I'm still learning it, but you know, I just want to come on and give you the fantasy.
Yeah, because I saw him outside of his drag outfit Thursday night. And so when he walked in, Joe was like, "Is that the same person we met?" Because the personality, because you're a little bit more, I don't want to say timid, but a little bit more subdued when you're in your regular persona. And when you put on this Torrance thing, where did you get the name from?
From Bring It On. Because I used to do cheer,
and
for so many years.
Kirsten Dunst.
Kristen Dunst. I think that's how you say it.
Her name is hard. Kirsten Dunst. I think that's her character, right?
Yeah. I love Torrance, so it's nobody has it. And I wanted to have a name that nobody had.
Oh, that's cool. Yes. That's cool. So you are gonna come back again when we do the alligator. We're gonna have other stuff other than the alligator, because the alligator nasty. No.
I'm excited for that.
I
just hope it doesn't bite me.
I'm glad you're coming, because I've been asking everybody, and all I have in my life are wusses. They're like, no, I can't. Joe over there, he eats anything, right? I'm like, I bet you anything you would eat a roach, but you don't want to come eat the alligator? He said, nope.
Really? I heard it's good, though.
Lizard.
He said,
I heard gator is good.
Lizard. Remember that commercial?
Honestly, I do drag so that I can be discreet, and the people that are looking for me, they won't notice me.
So you're hiding on the
Yeah, like the police and...
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding.
She's so funny. I really love this. Anyways, guys, if you liked what we've produced here today, go ahead and hit that like button. Why? It's free to you, and it gets this video in the algorithm. All right, it's gonna be suppressed in the algorithm a little bit because we said a few curse words, but they weren't bad. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because we need to get to that million. That million button.
Yes, you are.
And don't forget to pick up a copy of one of my many books. The holiday season is coming up. Get that ebook. It's only $5. All right. Thank you so much for coming, Torrance. I had a lovely time. Thank you for enjoying everything with me and the conversation.
Thank you so much.
This is the